Hello guys, welcome back to Ikuriku TV. Now very quickly going straight to the update that we have at hand. This is for those who are driving in Italy. There is a high risk of losing your driver's license if you are not careful because new rules are coming into the system now. As you can see here, it says licenses at risk. Restricted by the new highway code, all the things to never do again. Now, a lot of people who have driver's licenses in Italy needs to pay very big attention to this information here. So, in case you have driver's license, I know that some people did not get their own. From the front door. Some people got theirs from the back door. So that is where the problem comes in. So in case you know you got your own from the back door, these are the things that you need to watch out for. Okay? And also, if no matter how you got it, even if you wrote the exam and passed everything, you know, it's not everything that you know. Okay? So these are the do's and don'ts of the new rules now that have come in force. Remember that the former interior minister, which is Matteo Salvini, is the current transport minister, and he is, gripping on, tightening the license system, the driving system in Italy. Anywhere Matteo Salvini is, you know that things are going to get tough there. This is Matteo Salvini, the man in this picture. His name is Matteo Salvini. He's the one always making things tough. When he was the interior minister in Italy around 2018, 2019 and thereabout, getting a resident permit for people without this document, without 5 years, 2 years or thereabout document was impossible. But now he is the transport minister and he's also tightening things on this side. But no matter how they do, we are also going to get our own driver's license in case you have not gotten. Now, the do's and don'ts for those who are driving already. Licenses at risk restricted by the new highway code. All the things to never do again. Now, the driving license is increasingly at risk with some behaviors that the new highway code punishes with very severely. Maximum attention must be paid. So pay attention to this info. The approval process of the innovations contained in the new highway code is finally about to reach its conclusion. With the renewed regulation of some infringements, it is possible to have your license withdrawn in an instant. Below are all the new cases reviewed. So pay attention to all these ones because they say that they can easily withdraw your license in an instant. That is within a twinkle of an eye. Your license will be gone. The new highway code wanted by the Minister of Infrastructure and Transport, Matteo Salvini, is waiting to complete its approval process. It has not been completed. Now remember that each time something happens on the road, Matteo Salvini will use this code that he wants implemented to justify it and say, oh, it is because the codes have not been implemented. That is why this accident or, incidents are happening on the road. But mind you that sometimes these things are inevitable. But most times you realize that it is caused by human errors. With reasonable certainty, it should come into force by the summer and mark an important turning point in the field of mobility. There are many new features within it, such as a review of the use of speed cameras with new criteria for their positioning. Now, what does that mean? It means that the cameras on the road already, it seems Matteo Salvini is not satisfied with their position. He feels that some cars are still escaping punishment, that they should position it properly to make sure that they capture that error. Now, a tightening of penalties for the most serious infringement and a temporary suspension of the driving license in the event of certain cases ascertained by checks on streets. is as stated by Salvatore Deida, Deputy of Fratelli d'Italia and President of the Transport Commission in the chamber. These are suspensions to the driving license, which can have a variable duration for those who have less than 20 points on their license and lose others by commenting a specific infringement. For example, this involves running a red light. Running red light. Because I see it sometimes when people see it that it is yellow, then you still be running into it. You know, that is not advisable by me. You need to try and avoid that this year, 2024. Now, running red light or driving against traffic, rather than getting behind the wheel under the influence of alcohol or drugs or using a mobile phone inappropriately. New Highway Code, suspension of driver's license and restrictions on the use of mobile phones. Those of you who put your phones on your ears while driving, you have earpiece there. You have your hands-free, which is most of the cars now has a hands-free that you can easily connect your phone and you will talk loud to the person. But some people prefer, I don't know who and who is still using phone to make communication or looking up and down. Remember that there was a time when a law was saying that if you are eating while driving, they catch you, you are in trouble. I think that law still stands till today. Now, the license suspension, 30 days is applied in case you are using your phone inappropriately. 30 days, which is 1 month. The license suspension, 30 days is applied as established by Article 4 of the New Highway Code. Okay, for the use of mobile phones while driving, that is 30 days. The pecuniary sanction, which may vary from 250 to 1,000 euros, is associated with the administrative sanction with suspension, which can reach up to a maximum of 2 months. Maximum of 2 months, but at least 30 days. At least 30 days, which is 1 month. Now, if the same mistake is made during next 2 years, in the next 2 years, you repeat that violation of using the phone while driving, then aggravated suspension from 1 to 3 months and higher fines of 350 to 1,400 euros are triggered. Even on the motorway, we will need to pay more attention to some driving behaviors that can lead to heavy fines. For example, reversing or failure to use the acceleration lane to enter the travel lane, or even failure to turn on the position light and the required visual signaling devices when parked and at night. In short, with the new regulation, we will have to be much more careful, because in addition to having to pay fines, we could find ourselves without a license for 2 weeks or a month at the slightest mistake. So this is the update that I have for you. Those of you who are driving already, please pay very good attention now, because you know, whenever this man, Matteo Salvini, is in charge, he's always looking for stringent measures, you know, to hold people responsible and accountable. So if you are driving already, please pay more attention to it now than, you know, ever, because I think they are going to look into it now. Don't run red lights. Don't answer your phones like this while driving. Use headphones, earpiece. Yeah, headphones are those ones that cover. That one is forbidden. Use your I don't forget the name. Earphones, those small ones. Or you use your hands-free with the car. Okay, that's the update that I have for you for those who are driving. These are the do's and don'ts now. Of course, others are still there, but at least these are the major ones that Matteo Salvini is looking at, you know, using to collect fines or even give you multa or suspension from driving. Thank you, and share this video so others will learn. God bless.